Hello, and welcome to the Web3 Wave Elite Edition conference. We are very delighted to have you all here as our guests. Out of respect, please ensure all devices are switched off. Our first keynote speaker is a member of the House of Lords and the chair of All Party Parliamentary Group on Metaverse and Web3. Please welcome Her Excellency, Baroness Uddin.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning, Andy Lane. Good morning, Professor Yuzhong, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am amongst those that are not about to share anything on the screen, so please don't be disappointed. And thank you for also bringing in sunshine to London this morning. It is an absolute pleasure to join this gathering as we explore the transition to Web3 and its profound global implication and its adventurous applications, which promises a panacea of social empowerment of citizens. I am conscious of being in the presence of incredibly young, talented, and leading experts. So you will forgive any shortcomings that you hear from the words. It comes from my heart, and it comes from a very brief encounter with Web3 and Metaverse over the last 18 months or so. As a nation of trailblazers at the forefront of technological advances, our government is professing to be a global leader. Given this excitement, we would seize this opportunity to forge ahead in embracing Web3 technologies in all its manifestations. AI is the talk of the town, and the quieter insurgency of the emergence of Web3 and the Metaverse presents a new collective frontier that will further redefine our global interconnectedness, offering a supreme new digital landscape with individuals' control of data, identities, and online interactions. These revolutionary concepts will profoundly shape how we interact, transact in every aspect of our personal, social, and professional existence. This transfiguration will require not just understanding the digital technology, but also robust consideration for the way we do politics, how we govern this terrain, our plan for a skilled workforce, and our interoperability preparedness in a broader digital economy. Take, for instance, the potential positive impact of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies on international economics and management system. The decentralized power structure enabling peer-to-peer transactions across borders and provide financial inclusivity. Notwithstanding some of the recent calamities, countries such as Estonia and Singapore have harnessed this technology to leapfrog into a new era of digitized economies and governance. Consider, for example, the story of Kenya, where mobile money services, M-Pesa, has revolutionized financial inclusion by leveraging digital platforms. M-Pesa has allowed millions to access financial services, thus energizing its economy. Incidentally, during COVID, you may be surprised to learn that in Bangladesh, all of the new businesses that had registered, 80% were led by women, which is an incredible, empowering statistics. These practices occur within country-specific financial government infrastructures. All jurisdictions will need to consider a regulatory framework, not just at the realm of DeFi finance, NFTs, intellectual property rights, but also mitigate risk factors which balances financial stability, encouraging investment, consumer protection and confidence, as well as safeguarding the wider interest of all of our citizens. Given recent volatility of cryptocurrencies, the decline in trading of NFT, McKinsey, Goldman Sachs, PricewaterhouseCoopers, amongst others, suggest that the Web3 enthusiasts may slightly be shaken. Yet, we are seeing the application for this next generation of technology continuing to affect growing number of industries, including healthcare, criminal justice system, and art as examples. Tokenization of asset amongst creative industry is already an art form, albeit remain in the purview of elite investors, promising the unlocking of UK as a global powerhouse. In healthcare, the adoption of Web3 technologies has proceeded beyond our ordinary comprehension to revolutionize data-driven patient care and medical advances. Advanced research, which asserts improved efficiency and outcome. And only a few minutes ago, I learned that Saudi Arabia is also streaming ahead with this kind of technology in their healthcare system. More significantly, digital technology has long been in use to transform facial recognition within the criminal justice system here in the UK, as well as working with international partners with regards counterterrorism and terrorist activities. In the realm of jurisprudence, the rise of digital technologies and Web3 does require policy and lawmakers to address the infinite sets of legal implications, from intellectual property rights in the metaverse to data privacy concerns, as well as regulations on digital and cryptocurrencies. The field is growing exponentially. A point worth highlighting, the New York University Metaverse Collective, led by Professor Gregory Johnson, has joined forces with mayors across the cities in United States, supported by no less the New York Bar Association. And they're beginning the process of collaboration within local governance. There may be lessons for our city mayors to learn, maximizing resources for managing health and social care services, transport, and education. Fostering collaboration between leading educational institutions as well as independent providers can be of substantial benefit to national and international students and create infinite educational opportunities beyond cities and elite institutions. As the chair of the All Party Parliamentary Group, in partnership with Professor Yuzhong, who will be addressing you later, and Professor Fernandez of Durham Universities, we have for the past year considered the economic impact of Metaverse and Web3 on our regional economy. The report is being completed as we speak, and I hope that you will all show some interest and read the report and give us some feedback. We also reached out to schools. This is not something Parliament is well known for, but we thought it's really important to work with school and colleges, as well as industry leaders and entrepreneurs, in order to understand to what extent Metaverse and Web3 is understood amongst parts of our population and their views on the impact, particularly of AI. Our work with Children's Parliament has taken us to different parts of UK, as well as to Africa, and we have enabled the children to lead some of these discussions. It's a very empowering feeling of empowerment when you are completely at the service of young children with endless mind and no inhibitions, whatever. We are currently in negotiation with some of the leaders in the industry to have Children's Parliament operate on the metaverse. The current legislation on online safety is progressing through House of Parliament, as you know, is an essential component for safeguarding and adhering to safety standards online. I hope that we can all agree that Web3 passage is a journey. Our role as policymakers, pioneers, industry leaders must commit to foster a cooperative environment of working together, which upholds the highest ethical standards. It must be based on the principle of equity and social justice, which is a collective responsibility. As leaders, we recognize the potential of Web3 to revolutionize various sectors. Therefore, it is incumbent upon us to prioritize measures that mitigate this innovation responsibly into wider societal environment. Digital technology transformation is no longer a distinct sector, but permeates every aspect of our societies and economies, and indeed our lives. It influences the course of our world politics, molds international economies, shapes law, and sets the credence of diplomacy. UK have established the Digital Market Unit to oversee digital platforms and has long been a positive force and a hub of innovation, whilst progressing towards an agile regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies and blockchain to assessing their economic potential while mitigating associated risks. UK Parliament is constantly seeking transformative policy which boosts digital literacy, foster conducive business environment, and has been proactive in responding to ongoing challenges and potentially investing in digital infrastructure, which create economic synergies beyond our own borders. As leaders, you are transiting through a testing period within this space, which is equally brimming with opportunities and ideas. All nations, including the UK, will need to respond swiftly with policies and international norms, which is flexible in adapting to these new shifts and norms. What does this era of global interconnectedness mean for you and me? It means that the boundaries of your influence extend beyond traditional spheres. You have the opportunity and indeed the responsibilities to contribute to setting standards, enhance transparency, which will inevitably shape our national and international practice, which strides towards enhancing our forward-thinking approach and reputation. In my role as the co-chair of the All Party Parliamentary Group on the Metaverse and Web3 in the UK Parliament, I've seen firsthand how vital it is for leaders and lawmakers to understand these digital shifts. But beyond understanding, there is a need for visionary thinking who can forge paths beyond monopolies of power and control of these audacious technological advances, which is, after all, the promise of Web3. Members of Parliament in my committee welcomes and values your insight, and I extend an invitation to each one of you to join us in our endeavors to shape a fairer world, to leverage the opportunity that digital age offers, and to address its challenges head-on. Your unique perspectives and creative pathways will undeniably enrich our collective journey towards a digital, inclusive, and equitable world. Ladies and gentlemen, we do stand on the precipice of a new age, an age of digital diplomacy, of innovative economy, of global leadership. Let us bravely step into this new era, hand in hand, ready to usher in a world that values justice and the rights of every individual citizen as stakeholders and partners. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you.